Hello students, now we are going to answer the questions in your practice book. So open your book please on page number 71. Exercise number 1. Put the words in order to make questions. Then find the correct answer to each question. Write the letter in the box. Number 1. We have the words see, you, where, the, can, wild, elephants, and. So you have to start your question with the WH word. Can you find it? Excellent. Here it is under number 1. Where. Okay. So start your question with where. Then you have to complete your question. Here we have the word wild. So here's the place, but we want to ask about the specific place in the wild. So you have to start with where in the wild. Where in the wild. Write in the wild. Where in the wild. Then you have to look for the helping verb, and the helping verb here is can. So where in the wild can, and then you have to write the subject, and the subject here is you. After the subject, look for the verb see. Can you see? Elephants. The last word, elephants. And at the end, you have to put the question mark. After writing the question, you have to look for the answer. Here we have the answers A, B, C, D. And what do you think? They can live for up to 70 years, or they live in Africa and India, or an elephant can kill a lion with its trunk, or an elephant weighs about 7,000 kilograms. What do you think? Yes, the answer is B. They live in Africa and India, so you have to write B in the first box. Number 2. An, much, weigh, does, how, elephant. You have to start your question with how, and we have much also, so we have to start with how much. Then you have to find the helping verb, which is does, so add does. After does, you have to find the subject, which is an elephant. So you have to write an elephant. Excellent. And the last one, you have to add the verb, which is weigh. After the question, don't forget to write the question mark. Excellent. And we have to find the answer for this question, and here is the answer. An elephant weighs about 7,000 kilograms. So right here, letter D. Excellent. Question number 3. We have the words elephants, how, and, trunk, strong, as. And you have to start your question with how. After how, we are asking about the strength of the elephant or the elephant's trunk. So you have to write how strong. How strong. Here it is. Okay? After how strong, you have to look for the helping verb, which is, here it is. So, how strong is. Then you have to write the subject, an elephant's trunk. And by that, we did the question. How strong is an elephant's trunk? Then add the question mark. Okay? Number 4. Live, how, elephants, long, do. We have how and long. Okay? So, easy question. So, start with how, long. Then, look for the helping verb, which is do. Then, you have to find the subject, which is elephants. And at the end, you have to add the verb with the question mark, live. And here's the question. How long do elephants live? Let's find the answers for the questions number 3 and 4. How strong is an elephant's trunk? Can you find it? Yes, you can find it here if you look for the word trunk. So it is in letter C. An elephant can kill a lion with its trunk. So here, C. And the last question, how long do elephants live? They live for up to 70 years, which is letter A. Okay? Question number 2, you have to write the question for the answers. Okay? Number 1, I saw an elephant at the zoo. I saw an elephant at the zoo. Here we have an elephant, which is the answer. I saw an elephant at the zoo. So the verb is saw, which is verb 2. So we have to use what? That. Excellent. If we want to ask about the elephant, we have to use what? So what? After what, you have to add the helping verb, which is that, because of the verb so. You, the subject. So becomes verb 1, which is see, and at the end add the question mark. Question number 2, or the answer of number 2 is there were 6 elephants. There were 6 elephants. Here we have a number and a countable noun, right? So you have to use how many. Write with me, please. Start your question with how many. How many what? Excellent. Elephants. Then you have to add the helping verb, which is where, and complete it with there. At the end, add your question mark. Number 3, I went to the zoo last summer. I went to the zoo last summer, and you have to make a question about the time. Okay, so you have to use when. So start your question with when. And if you look here, you can find the verb, which is went. Do we have a helping verb here? We don't have. So the verb is went. So what should you add after when? Excellent. We have to add did. Where, when, did. Okay. And the subject is you. When did you? Went becomes verb 1. What is verb 1 of went? Excellent. When did you go to the zoo? Add a question mark. Okay? Number 4. They eat leaves from trees and bushes. If you look here, the answer is leaves from trees and bushes. So you have to start your question with what? Okay, the verb is eat, so you have to add do because the subject is they. So what do elephants eat? And here is the question. Number 5, an African elephant has bigger ears. So here we have a choice. We said an African elephant. So you have to start with which elephant, then has bigger ears and question mark. By that we finished exercises on page number 71. Go to page number 72, please. Here you have a paragraph. Let's read it. Jim was on holiday at the seaside. He was staying with his aunt and uncle. One morning, they went down to the beach for a swim. They were walking towards the sea when Jim saw something on the sand. It was shining in the sun. He picked it up. It was a beautiful necklace. We must take that to the police station, said his uncle. After their swim, that is what they did. At the police station, a police officer asked Jim lots of questions. Read Jim's answers and write the police officer's questions. Let's read. Number 1, I found it on the beach. So the answer is on the beach. So what do you think? What was the question? Because the answer is on the beach, so we start the question with where. We have found here, so what should we use after where? Excellent. We have to use that. And the police officer was asking Jim, so you have to use you. Where did you? After that, we have to use the base form of found. The base form is find. So where did you find the necklace? Question mark. Here is question number 1. Where did you find the necklace? The answer is I found it on the beach. Number 2. The answer because we wanted to have a swim. Because we wanted to have a swim. Because we start with because, we must start our question with why. Excellent. And the verb here is verb 2, so you have to follow why with did. So why did you so where do they swim? Excellent. Why did you go to the beach? Why did you go to the beach? Question mark. Number 3. There were a few people there. There were a few people there. Here we have the helping verb were and a few people. People is a countable word. So you have to start with how many. How many what? How many people? Then add the helping verb which is were and complete it with there. How many people were there? Question mark. They were men. They were men. The answer means we are talking about persons, so we have to start with who, and here we can find the helping verb which is where. Who were then add the subject they. Okay, who were they? Question mark. They were running along the beach. They were running along the beach. The answer is they were running. So we have to start with what. Excellent. And the helping verb is were. The subject is they. So start with what. Were they. The police officer doesn't know what they were doing. So he must ask, what were they doing? What were they doing? And add the question mark. Number 6. No, I didn't see their faces. It's a yes or no question. So, and we have didn't. So you have to start with, did you see their faces? Question mark. I am staying with my aunt and uncle. So he must ask about the place. Okay, so the question is, where are you staying? They live at 24 Magnolia Avenue. So here the police officer is asking about the place too. So you must write the question, where do they live? And the last question, their telephone number is 47 65 32. He's asking about the telephone number. So what is their telephone number? Question mark. By that, we finish doing the exercises in your practice book. Write all the questions, please, and share with me your answers. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.